The first movie that I saw this week is Elemental. It's the Pixar's new movie. It's about a place. It's called Element City, where different elementals live together. There's fire elementals, water elementals, earth elementals, which they're more like plant elementals. They look like dirt with plants growing on them, I guess. And air elementals, who just look like clouds. Now, the trailers for this movie made it look a lot more like a love story between these two characters, Wade and Ember. And the love story is a big part of the movie, but it's not really the main part. This is a movie about immigration. Ember is a first-generation daughter of immigrants. So a lot of the movie is about the ways that, immigrant societies, when moving into a new area, the ways that they do or do not integrate. And a big part of this is kind of built in the way that the city is built. This city is built basically with water elementals in mind. Public transit is running on big aqueducts. They've got flume trains that every time they pass through, it knocks water from the aqueducts down below. And if you're a fire elemental, well, water doesn't really, that's not good to be touched by water when you are fire. So there's canals running through the city, but Firetown itself, they've basically, it's its own section of the city where they've walled off all the canals and everything like that, just for their safety. But this isn't explicitly stated in the movie, but it kind of makes me think of the social model of disability. There are a lot of services that fire people are just not able to access because there's too much water everywhere. The whole thing was built around water people. Ember has a memory of wanting to go to this garden and see this one flower that is capable of blooming in any environment. So it's one that's safe for her to see, except that they're just not allowing fire people into the building because they think it's not safe for everyone else. Even though in this movie, they do eventually establish that Ember and Wade can touch and not hurt each other. It's a big moment built up there. But honestly, a lot of the powers of the fire elementals seem to be toned down specifically because they didn't want to make the fire elementals seem inherently dangerous. Even though, they're made of fire, which you would think there's a lot of problems with that. But she'll walk around on wood and not set wood on fire unless she wants to. A big thing that Ember does actually is she does a lot of glass blowing, which she can just pick up sand and use her heats to turn it into glass and shape it into fancy things. You would think if you can do that, then touching wood would just automatically burn it, but it seems like it's something that they will. They're naturally warmer than normal, but they need to put their will into it to have something actually burn. So Wade here, the water guy, he's really annoying, and I don't buy him as a love interest. There's a running joke where basically all the water elementals are just big crybabies. They're constantly crying at everything. And it's not even funny the first time that they do it when he shows up. There's a water that bursts in the basement of Ember's dad's store, and he comes through that pipe and he's starts crying about everything. And it was already overplayed then, but that's a joke that keeps going through the whole movie. So that's a problem with it. Overall, I think the movie it's not great, but it's fine. It's an okay movie. It's far more about immigrants integrating into a new society, and it's about primarily, being a child of immigrants and basically being between worlds in that sort of a way, and the sacrifices that immigrant parents make for their children and stuff like that. There is some bits touched on racism in the movie, but it's very broad strokes. There's a microaggression where somebody tells Ember that she speaks very well, and she's like, yeah, I've been speaking the language my whole life. I live here. And the childhood memory of being denied access to a place and the embarrassment and shame that came from that. And then her father is totally opposed to Wade. He hates all water people. He sees them as basically all the same. And that doesn't get fully addressed. I mean, by the end, he does accept him because he sees that she actually likes him. But I actually don't really see the chemistry between them. At no point do I buy that Ember likes Wade other than it's written that way. There never seems to be a point in which, I could see her being friends with him, but I don't see, the romance angle. I don't see it. But as far as Pixar movies go, there are worse ones. I would give this one a 3 out of 5. Hey, thanks for watching. I'm trying to get my channel monetized, so your view means a lot. Don't forget to toss me a like and subscribe and ring the bell. I stream these reviews every Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific, so catch me live and join in on the convo. You can find all my socials in the description below, and thank you to all my patrons with a special shout out to Piftle Cakes. Your support means the world. Catch you next time.